Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel Platinum Bricks 95, and we're back again with another Throwback Thursday review. So then guys, just quickly before we do get into the meat and potatoes of this video, if you would not mind, please like the video as it really helps me out here on the channel and shows you're enjoying this sort of content. And also guys, if you're not subscribed, maybe think about clicking that subscribe button. But if you don't want to, I totally understand. So then guys, on to today's review. Now, in the last Throwback Thursday review, I actually made a mistake. I said the set I was reviewing was either the second or third Lego Marvel set I ever owned. However, it was either the third or fourth, because this was either the first or second Lego Marvel set I ever owned. Now, I don't know which one it was, but I know where I bought this from. I actually bought it from WH Smith, which, funnily enough, is a stationery retailer in the UK. So yeah, I don't know how it ended up in there, but that's where I got it from. However, this is probably the first or second, but I think it would have been the first, you know. This might be the first Lego Marvel set I ever owned. Now, in terms of the set itself, it is Lego set number 76017, Captain America vs Hydra, coming with 172 pieces, and at the time of release in 2014, it was £19.99, and it also came with 3 unique minifigures. So then guys, that's enough from me, enough waffling as it were. We're going to get right into reviewing this Lego set, and of course, we're going to start with the minifigures. Let's go. Alright then guys, well here are the minifigures in question. Now, a really cool thing about this, which I didn't know because I've seen this Captain America everywhere. These are all unique to this Lego set. Literally, you can't get them anywhere else. They are only unique to this Lego set, which is something that I really like. However guys, we're going to take a look at the minifigures now, and I think we're going to start with this fella here, the Hydra henchman. Alright then guys, well this is the first minifigure that we are taking a look at, and it is the Hydra henchman, and I don't really have much to say about this minifigure if I'm being honest with you guys. What I will say is I am a massive fan of green. Anyone who's been watching the channel for any length of time knows that. So I do actually very much like this minifigure. However, it's a Hydra henchman based on the Avengers Assemble sets. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the minifigure. I really like the colour scheme as well. And I am a fan of the details that they have put into it. I will just bend him up so you can see. They put an H on the back of his head, and I actually really like that to symbolise that he does come from Hydra, which is very nice, and there is a very subtle H on his belt as well. However guys, there's not much else to say about this. It's just almost like a filler minifigure somewhat, but I actually really do like this minifigure for some reason. And yeah, even if you bought this individually today, I don't think it's going to cost you a lot. But there really isn't much else to say about this minifigure except for the fact that I personally like it. I like the colour scheme, and I think the design is good. And again, it is an exclusive minifigure, so I've got to give it credit there, guys. Alright then guys, well moving on to the Red Skull, and straight away the bit for me that stands out for him is obviously his red skull. It does look amazing. I am a huge fan of this minifigure, I've got to be honest with you guys, and again it is entirely unique to this Lego set. Now, I don't know how many versions of the Red Skull we've actually got since this one anyway. I think there was one that came in the Iron Skull. The submarine, I think one came in that, and definitely one came in Captain Carter and the Hydra Stomper. But this is unique to this Lego set, and I do really like it. Obviously, the Red Skull is the standout bit. This is actually meant to be the Tesseract, because they just used to use a 1x1 clear brick to symbolise the Tesseract back in 2014, which is when this set released. However, the other standout piece for me is his belt buckle. It's really cool. It's got the Hydra logo. And I just think overall it's actually a very well put together minifigure, especially for 2014 as well, guys. Let's not lie about this. This is a 9-year-old minifigure. However, it is quite minimal, okay? There's not that much going on. But when you take a look at him, you know it's the Red Skull. And you can't really ask for much more than that. Alright then guys, well moving on to the namesake of the set, we do have classic Captain America. Now, I've got to be honest, guys, there's definitely better versions of Captain America since this one. However, I love this minifigure. Now, I don't know if that's by design or I've actually damaged it, but you can see there's a line going through his A. I'm not sure if I did that or it just came like that, or perhaps it's designed like that, but there is a small bit of damage there. However, guys, just look at this minifigure. If you ask someone what a comic book hero version of Captain America looked like, this is what it looks like, okay? It's bang on, in my opinion. Yes, there's definitely been better ones, but you take one look at this and you know who it is. And also, I'm going to say it again, I love the fact that it actually came with a red-backed Captain America's shield, because a lot of the time they come with grey-backed ones now, and I don't like them nearly as much as I like the red-backed ones, in my opinion. But all in all, this is a unique minifigure to this Lego set. Now, yes, there is versions that look very similar to this from the other Avengers Assemble sets. However, this one is completely unique to this Lego set. And I've got to be honest, guys, it really is a good minifigure, okay? Yes, it's nothing crazy to write home about, but it's your bog standard Captain America, and I really like it. Alright then, guys, well, those are the minifigures from this Lego set. I guess the only thing left to do is take a look at the actual set itself. So, let's go. Alright then, guys, well, here is the Lego set in its entirety. And I say entirety because, yes, this is all you get. Now, we will come on to the big build, but this is actually meant to be Captain America's motorbike. And at the time of this, right, when I did get this, guys, you got to understand, I was only just getting back into Lego after about, I want to say, about 8 years of not collecting. I think I might have bought a set here and there, but it was just impulse buys. I wasn't trying to collect anything or anything like that. So yeah, it did take me a while to get back into Lego, but at the time, I couldn't believe how good this bike was at the time of, you know, getting this Lego set, which would have been 2014. Now, this is obviously Captain America's bike, and there's really not that much to say about it. They give you, it works as a bike. Captain America sits on it. You've got his shield on the back. I like that. They could have done a bit better and made that maybe the same colour as the bike, or perhaps black so it ties in better. But that's a very small nitpick, guys. But yeah, it's really nice. And again, at the time of getting it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is such a cool bike. I've not seen anything like this before. Obviously goes to show how long I'd had out of Lego. But pretty cool nonetheless. And I do actually really like it. However, guys, obviously what you want to see is the meat and potatoes of this Lego set. Now, this is the Hydra tank. Straight away, I've got to be honest, aesthetically, it's gorgeous. Okay, yes, it might not be the best design, but I love the colours, okay? I love the yellow and the army green. I really do. And I love the fact that they've used this classic sort of visor here and just run these sort of 1x4, I don't know what you call them, wall plates? I don't know. Along the side to symbolise that it's an open top tank. And, you know, you can have stuff shooting out of it if you want to. And I do really like that. But it does show its age having a windscreen like this. Also, I'm just going to pop that off just quickly. You can see this piece in here, this 1x2 sloped piece. Yeah, that's right. You can see there, that's showing its age because that is an ancient version of that piece with all the console commands on. Very nice. Now, I won't lie to you guys, anything you see that is printed is not printed, okay? Apart from that piece I just showed you, everything is a sticker. But again, back in 2014, I was just about getting used to stickers. You know, I didn't realise Lego sets came with stickers. So it is what it is, guys. I really like the design of the lights for some reason. I just remember absolutely loving them. And the good thing is you can actually sit someone in there to drive and probably get another person in there at a push. But you could get 2 people in there. So you won't hear me complain. Or you could have one sat there, one stood there, another one stood there. And they could be like firing out of the tank. Almost like that movie Fury. But really cool, really do like it. Now we do have these little twiddly bits here. I'm assuming they're meant to be thrusters almost, or like engine parts or something like that. They're fine in my book. They're nice little additions, and they, fair enough, they add to the overall aesthetic of the build. Now we do have this turret up here, which I do really like because it offers you a full 360 spin and allows you to target from everywhere. So if you're driving along, you can shoot backwards, driving left, right, all of that stuff. You can do all of that, and I do like that. And again, there is room for a minifigure up there. Obviously, if you do take a look at the box, I'll just bring it under here. So obviously the Hydra henchman up there and Red Skull driving it, which I do really like, guys. So yeah, very cool. And again, showing its age because it does have, well, that was underwhelming. It does have, yeah, underwhelming, okay, guys. Not that it has flick shooters, but because they're on rotation things like here, if you don't hold that as well, they're not really going to go that far. Yeah, they're not the best flick shooters in the world, if you ask me, okay? I've definitely seen a lot better a lot of the time. However, fine nonetheless. Now, I do want to talk about these bits. These are fine. However, again, if you're going to display this, there's just another unnecessary antenna, if you ask me. However, guys, the thing that I want to talk to you about the most and show you the most is, well, hang on, don't destroy everything, the wheels, okay? Now, yes, okay, I've seen cool wheels before, but what I do really like about these is, as you can see here, they do bend and they are sort of linked up together, but they all move independently of each other, or at least 4 sets of 2 move independently of each other. These move like that, and these move independently as well. And what that does mean, guys, I'm even going to try it here with poor Captain America. I'll hold him in place. But what that does mean is literally it will scale and go over and actually carry on driving. And I really, really do like that feature, guys, okay? That's one of my favourite things about this tank. You could actually play outside in, I don't know, rubble with this. Like, it would actually work very well. And you can see the design, they put an archway there. So they can literally, it's got quite a lot of clearance in fairness. And I really like it, guys. I really like the way they've done those wheels there. That is the standout thing for me. It is very good as a tank. However, there is a slight downside. I'll tell you here, why not? It's a tank, okay? That's all it is. This, what you're seeing, that is all you get, unfortunately. However, I do really like the design, and I think aesthetically, it looks very nice. Alright then, guys, well, there you have it. That was a closer look at said Lego set. All that's left to do is get into my rating out of 10 and my pros and cons. So, without further ado, let's go. Alright then, guys, well, there you have it. That was a closer look and somewhat of a review of this Lego set. Now, guys, we're going to get into my pros and cons, and I think today we'll start with the cons because I want to end on a good note. Okay, guys, so my first con has to be the fact that the build itself, no challenge whatsoever, okay? Yes, I know it's designed more for children than someone of my age, but genuinely, it's a very basic build, alright? There's nothing too crazy here. There's no intricate workings or intricate parts of the build. No small detailing, nothing like that. It's literally what it says on the tin. It's a tank, and it's not challenging to build at all. However, I don't know, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but in my eyes, obviously, it's a bad thing. I'd rather be challenged than not challenged. So yeah, it's not challenging at all, guys. So my second con, guys, will definitely have to be playability. Funnily enough, actually, because yes, I told you that this is really good, the way it sort of, you know, you can see them. You know, the wheels sort of just go over everything. Brilliant. That's it, though. I mean, these don't really work that well, the flick shooters. You've got one 360 spin here. If I'm being honest, that's not amazing. And there isn't actually that much room inside it to put loads of figures. So yeah, I would probably say that my second con has to actually be the playability and the play features, because these don't actually work that well, guys. So yeah, and if that's the main thing, it's not that good. Okay, guys, well, normally I try to do 3 cons and 3 pros. However, I've narrowed it down to 2 today, mainly because I don't actually have that much to say about this Lego set, okay, guys? It's literally what it says on the tin. However, I'm going to start on the pros now, and pro number 1, you better know what I'm going to say, minifigures, okay? Not the best minifigures you'll ever see in the world, but 3 unique minifigures to just this Lego set. See, this is what's brilliant about old Lego sets, okay? Old Lego Marvel sets anyway, in my opinion. You just didn't have loads of versions of the same minifigure and rehashes here, there and everywhere. Everything was fresh, everything was brand new, and honestly, I know they're not the best, but they're all unique, and you can't get them anywhere but this Lego set. So then guys, on to my second and final pro, and it has to be actually the way this Lego set looks. Well, not necessarily the way it looks, but the colour scheme. I really like it. Okay, I could be in the minority, but I actually think it looked pretty cool. So, yeah. Oh, and lack of stickers. But mind you, this was 2014 and you didn't get everything covered in stickers. But, you know, I actually think it looks really cool and fine the way it is. So then guys, those were my pros and cons, and I've got to be honest, all I've got to do now is give it a rating out of 10, and I'm going to give this Lego set a 6 out of 10. Okay, now hear me out, it's probably a 5 out of 10, but I'll be honest, I'm blinded by nostalgia goggles, okay? Like I said, this was either the first or second Lego Marvel set that I ever owned. The other one being a small Guardians of the Galaxy set as well. It was either that or this, and I think I bought them both from WH Smith around the same time. So one of them came before, I'm just not sure which one it is. However guys, not that much playability, okay? Yes, the minifigures are great, but the set itself isn't that good, and I can't, you know, I am being blinded by my nostalgia goggles by giving it 6, really. So I'm not gonna let that play any more a factor, and I'm not gonna knock it down though, because literally it is what it says on the tin, and I have to give it credit for that. So yeah, guys, I think it's a worthy 6 out of 10. Alright then guys, well there you have it. That was my Throwback Thursday review for this week. Now, if you would not mind, again, I'm going to say it again, but please like the video, okay guys, because it really does help me out. Like, I can't stress how much it helps me out when you like the video, so please like the video. Also sub if you're not subbed already, and definitely get down in the comments and let me know if you own this Lego set, because I'd be really interested to know if you did pick it up. So then guys, that is the end of the video. All that's left to say is thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of your support on the channel, guys. It's been amazing, it really is. I love doing this, guys, alright? So yeah, I just want to give you all a massive shout out and say, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!